Yeah, it does concern me considerably.
If I told you it was over $300 worth of marijuana, $300, would that surprise you?
Not really.
Leonard Kemper lives just a matter of yards from where the Sunday night shootout took place. Not surprised by what happened, but very much concerned.
The shooting's right back there, right outside of my daughter's bedroom window. Yeah, it concerns me quite a bit.
19-year-old Javante Donaldson was shot to death during the shootout. A drug deal gone bad, over $300 worth of pot. Anthony Usen, Christopher Davis, Cody Hartley, authorities say were trying to sell the pot to Joshua Gales, Amira Bickham, and Donaldson. Both sides were apparently armed. Gunfire erupted. Davis was wounded. Donaldson killed.
It is unfortunate. You got 5 now going to jail for a very long time and 1 who is now deceased over his choices.
Over $300 worth of marijuana.
$300 worth of marijuana. It's sad.
It took less than 48 hours for St. Tammany Parish deputies to obtain arrest warrants for those involved. Sheriff Smith calls the group gang wannabes.
You know, we don't see this a lot here, but when we do, we respond quickly and we work with the other agencies throughout our parish to hopefully send a message. This is the message. Don't do it here in St. Tammany.
Leonard Kemper, those living nearby, still a bit shaken and disturbed by what's happened.
Somebody's shot and somebody's dead over $300 worth of marijuana or whatever it was. It's just ridiculous.
And that's pretty much the way most people felt in that neighborhood. Ridiculous for a murder over $300 worth of marijuana. All 5 subjects arrested in this case are here at the St. Tammany Parish Jail. They all face a laundry list of charges in connection with the first murder here in St. Tammany in 2017. Guys, back to you.
Heath, thank you. Still ahead, pushing for peace by acknowledging victims of violence. Hear from one mother on how she shares the pain of families who have lost loved ones.
And looking for a payout, why a political strategist and the Jefferson Parish Council are battling it out in court.
And a few showers in the area now when we're going to have to deal with fog coming up.
In a campaign for peace, the group Silences Violence is remembering thousands of people killed in New Orleans.
For 3 hours, that advocacy group stood outside City Hall reading the names of 2,097 men, women, and children who've all been victims of violence. The mother of a man killed in October of last year says she never thought her son would be one of the names on that list.
Every time I see the news, I cry for other parents, and now it's me, and I don't like the feeling. It's not a good feeling. I cry every day, every day. It's not, people saying it's going to get better. The more he gone, the more I'm missing him.
Organizers began that memorial back in 2007, and in honor of the 10-year anniversary, the name of every person killed in the last decade was read aloud.
A new report finds Louisiana has the 3rd highest pedestrian fatality rate in the U.S. The state jumps up 2 spots now since 2014. The study comes from Smart Growth America based on data from 2005 to 2014. Baton Rouge ranked number 19 on the top 20 most dangerous metro area for walkers list. New Orleans came in at number 38. The report recommends that local, state, and federal government leaders maintain and create a better transportation system, including sidewalks, bike lanes, and trails.
Next at 6, the Jefferson Parish Council at odds with a political consultant. The fight in court that could put the financial burden on the pockets of the people.
Tonight in prime time on WDSU, it's Blind Spot at 7, followed by Law and Order SVU, 9 o'clock, Chicago PD, the best night in all of TV, right here in front of you. WDSU News at 10 follows that, then The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
The Jefferson Parish Council will not settle with a well-known political consultant who is suing the parish.
It's a decision that left many people in the parish very happy, as public money would have been used to pay that potential $120,000 settlement. WDSU's Travers Mackel live in Elmwood now with more on what happens next. Travers?
Well, Scott, the decision today means that this all could soon play out inside of a federal courtroom, as the council made it clear they're not using any public money at this time to pay a long-standing disagreement with well-known political analyst Greg Buson.
Mr. Buisson and I have done business before.
Inside the Jefferson Parish Council chamber, political consultant Greg Buisson watched and waited. Buisson is suing Jefferson Parish and Councilman Chris Roberts after the council passed an ordinance in 2015 preventing political consultants from receiving lucrative parish contracts. Outgoing Parish Councilman Ben Zahn, a one-time Buisson client, wanted the matter settled at his final council meeting and wanted to pay $120,000 to Buisson for legal fees he's incurred. The council voted 5-2 to reject that settlement, leaving concerned citizens like George Peterson very happy.
We need to make sure that we don't just give our money away, because it could look like, with so many council members and even the parish president being a part of the Buisson camp, it could just look like it's a payoff.
My books are open to anybody.
Buisson says the ongoing litigation, which he filed, has cost his business financially. He says the whole matter is just bad blood.
This is 100% politics. I mean, the reality of it is, you know, I ran a campaign against one of the council members that's in here, and that council member created an ordinance that says that anyone in my industry can no longer do business with Jefferson Parish in any way, shape, or form.
The lack of a settlement means the matter will now more than likely be settled inside a courtroom.
The courts are there so that the plaintiffs can, be heard, and the parish could actually come out winning in this situation.